One of the most common questions we get is about how we review evidence. So, we thought we'd show you the side of paranormal investigating that the TV shows don't show you. By the way, there's a good reason that they don't show you. It wouldn't make for very good television. When done correctly, evidence review is the most time-consuming part of any investigation. We'll give you an idea of how long it can take, using an 8-hour investigation as an example. Normally, we have 4 stationary cameras running the entire time the investigation is going on. So 4 cameras times 8 hours equals 32 hours to review all the video footage for one investigation. We also use handheld cameras, as well as thermal cameras as we walk around. There's usually 2 to 3 more hours of footage combined on those devices. Each digital recorder has about an hour of audio on it. Even if we reviewed it during the investigation, we still need to go through it again on the computer with noise-canceling headphones. This adds at least another 2 hours. On average, we take over 1,000 photos during an investigation. Most of them are full-spectrum digital stills, which we take in bursts of 3. However, we also use some regular photography, so that takes another 1 to 2 hours to review all of that. So, when you add it all up, an 8-hour investigation takes anywhere from 36 to 40 hours to review all of the footage that is captured. There are 100 ways to review evidence, and every single paranormal group likely does it differently. But we'll show you how we go about it now. As it pertains to video footage, we watch it on a large HD computer monitor. We also watch it in our video editing program. This is so we can easily go back, enhance audio, or slow something down that we see. We also watch while wearing noise-canceling headphones so we don't miss a whisper or a soft EVP. Most of the time, however, it looks something like this, watching the same image for a long period of time. So, what are we watching for? Well, just about anything. A sound that shouldn't be there, a voice that doesn't belong, or something on the screen that falls outside the realm of normal. So we sit, and we watch. And then something out of nowhere flashes across the screen and you have to take a look. With light anomalies like this one, we'll slow it down and watch it in 1/30th of a second speed to take a closer look and study it further. Then, we try to debunk it as something not paranormal. Is it a shadow? Is it a dust particle? Is it a bug? Is it caused by outside noise or interference? Where are we in relation to this event? Could it be us moving around or making a noise? Could our equipment be malfunctioning? Once we've exhausted all the conventional explanations, we then mark it down as a piece of evidence that merits further review. Here are some examples of how we've debunked some of the things that we've caught on camera. Our first example comes from Grapevine Farms, specifically in the infamous Tombstone Room. We picked up several light anomalies in here during the night, and for a moment, we thought we'd caught another one. However, upon further review, we debunked this as being headlights shining through the window behind this Christmas tree. Here's another example from Miss Fanny's Victorian party house. All night long in the master bedroom, we kept hearing sounds. These sounded like knocks, and they were coming from all over the room. We took notice, until we saw the culprit. Again, debunked. Those two are pretty easy to debunk, so let's look at one that isn't as cut and dry. In the video that reviewed our second investigation of the Worcester Inn, we received a lot of messages from people stating that we somehow missed some shadows in the bar. We don't believe we did, but it's an easy mistake to make. There is a lot going on here that can create shadows in places that would make them appear paranormal. First, you have a security camera light shining back at the camera, as the camera shines its own IR light forward. So you have 2 lights creating shadows. Also, you have these 2 mirrors, one behind the bar and one along the wall, which can play tricks on your mind. In this clip, it looks like there's a shadow moving away from me in this mirror. It is, in fact, the reflection of my shadow in the mirror behind the bar being reflected onto the mirror on the wall. So, once again, we were able to debunk it. Once we either confirm or debunk, we hit play again and continue watching the footage until we see something else, and the process starts again. In many ways, audio is more difficult to review. You have to sift through all the noises and ambient sounds that our super-sensitive digital recorders pick up. Often, an EVP is just a whisper, barely audible over the white noise. As with video evidence, we mark down anything we think may be paranormal for further review. Thankfully, there are programs that can help us out with this. The one that we use is called Audacity, and it allows us to apply filters to audio tracks to remove the white noise or make a whisper sound louder. In many cases, this is the only way that we can make out what some of the soft whispers we pick up are actually saying. Once we've reviewed all the footage, video and audio, we go into the final review. Everything that we have marked down as potentially paranormal gets reviewed and scrutinized yet again. This is where we do most of our debunking, and where a lot of the potential evidence gets scrapped as we discover that what we're seeing or hearing can be explained away as something that is not paranormal. It is also in this process that we make the final determination on what we are claiming as paranormal or not. So it is the most important. We'll spend hours trying to debunk a piece of evidence. During this process, we place the evidence into 3 categories. The first category is debunked, meaning it's something that we've been able to prove is not paranormal, like the examples we showed before. The second category is called paranormal. It's something we've examined thoroughly and just cannot debunk, but it's also something that we feel strongly that we can claim as paranormal. We call the third category unexplained, or if you prefer, not enough information. This is where most of our captured evidence goes. Usually we do feel that it's paranormal, but we aren't comfortable claiming it as paranormal without more evidence. Most of the time, we do not share this evidence in our videos, as we do not want to claim something as paranormal unless we are 100% comfortable with that claim. Going back to this clip from before, this is something that we ended up dubbing as paranormal. Why? Well, it's definitely not a shadow or a dust particle. The most likely conventional explanation would be that it's a bug. But when slowed down, it obviously changes shape as it manifests on the screen. Also, bugs tend to not disappear into solid walls. If it were a bug, it would have continued down the hallway, and we would have debunked it. After a closer look, we would call this a light anomaly, which is a physical manifestation of spiritual energy. Once everything has been reviewed and is categorized where it belongs, we go to work on publishing the results of our investigation by doing a video review on our website or other social media platforms. And there you have it, a closer look into the side of paranormal investigating that the TV shows don't show you. It can be tedious, it can be boring, and it can take a really long time. However, for those of us who love what we do, it's where the investigating part of paranormal investigations happen. It's where we make our best discoveries, and it's what keeps us coming back for more. As always, thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more of our videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow our day-to-day adventures by liking our Facebook page. For any more information about us, or to contact us directly, please visit our website, www.orangecountynYparanormal.com.